energized at the same time. So it's 40 less.
Give us a call sometime.
40 less 3. So if it doesn't restore the level in 40 minus 3, 37 minutes, then you're going to get an alarm. So basically I'll demonstrate how it works. Here's the bleed marker there.
That's all mine. You can manually bleed it with that. It's all my tells, right?
So the bubble, you're going to take it above the knob, I guess, and then pressure takes it.
Actually, I'm going to just add it.
Slowed about pretty quick. I just dropped an inch.
Yeah. Pushing air in.
So what's is there a certain amount of pressure that's required? Or
Yes, so we want to make sure that the compressor can put out something higher than what your peak pressure is here. So I've got the cut-in setting on the compressor at 130, which is well above your 90 psi. And then it cuts out, once it's just pressurizing the receiver, it cuts out.
those are discrete compressors?
No, they're just recips, two 25 horsepower recips. So they're just a big receiver there, and they are common to all 3 tanks. So yeah, depending on which one's calling for.
So they're not all the same. They're all independent.
All tanks have their own level control. So
Same air supply.
same air supply. So as far as maintenance on the tank, we do like every 3 years for you, if you can, take it offline, depressurize it, or go into the mainway, which I believe is on the other side, and look for signs of corrosion. It's painted white on the inside, so if there's any rust bumps, it's shown it's good to check that periodically, so that otherwise 10 years down the road you come in here and it's all blistered.
Can we run like one of these down? Or is it
Designed for 3 for peak flow, so if you have one offline, you could probably get away with half. So that'd be something to look at. Oh yeah, and that's done
after passing.
done through the time. So, is there any questions out here?
You said that if the level is at the high point, and I want to start the pumps, I can bring the water level to half point. Do I have to do it to all of them to avoid that compressor time of 30 minutes delay?
Yeah, I mean all the tank level controls are sort of wired back to your PLC.
All right.
So if I assume if one tank is out of range, it's going to give you an alarm, and whether it locks out pumps or not. Pressure drops, they don't kick on and pressurize. You got an automatic drain here that's plugged in, so every 45 minutes it's just a drain.
Does it alternate or just one run and
No,
one to back up?
there is an alternator in there, yeah. So depending on how low the pressure drops, we've got, if it drops down to like a 40 psi, which it is now, then yeah, usually both will come on because it thinks it's really got low pressure. Yeah. So I've got a low pressure alarm. I've got the pressure switch to control the compressors is on this side here. It's set it again at 130 on, 165 off. There's another pressure switch on this side. This low pressure alarm drops below 40 psi. Low pressure.
So one of the compressors has a high and low.
Well, actually the one pressure switch over there controls both of those.
Okay. And they alternate.
So
They share a tank.
and on the receiver, got low level switch. We actually have a high temp switch right here. Actually, the secondary head. So you get a high temp alarm if it imagine during the summer if you're pumping away with your doors closed.
So how does the high temp switch work?
It's got a thermal well up in the discharge head up here. If it gets over 400 degrees Fahrenheit, you're cut off.
And we'll get an alarm?
You get a high temp, it'll cut out the compressor and you'll get a high alarm. And then there's a 30-minute delay before it'll actually start. There's 30 minutes for it to cool down and restore the contacts.
And then what did you say was up here?
That's an oil level switch. So for the oil level, you've got a oil window right here. You can see the lubricant right there. But if it does get too low for some reason, then it'll defeat it.
So this is the
That's a temp switch.
high temperature switch. Yep.
Yep.
And then this is your low oil switch right here.
Is this the only air storage tank besides the?
Yeah, this is the receipt compressor assembly serving all three surge tanks. So it's really just keeping the receiver pumped up.
So does this have a min-max also for the tank?
It has its pressure switch, yeah.
It's the same.
130 on,
It's the same
165
as
off.
what
What's
those
going to
are.
happen is if it's adding air to the surge tanks, the receiver pressure will drop and equalize to whatever's out
Okay.
here. So if your pumps are running and you're at 85 pounds, it'll drop to 85 as it flows into the tank. And once the solenoid valve closes, then it's really just pressurizing the air.
So this pressure in the tank emulates whatever pressure the tank needs.
If the
and it's
solenoid
filled.
valves are open, yes.
But once it fills,
Hey, Mike, you want me to go down this one?
once it fills one of those tanks, and this shuts off,
It shuts off at 165. It'll just pressurize the receiver.
and this will just stay at 165.
Hey, you want to go down this one?
So, if this was a sort of a continuous duty application, you'd probably have to change your oil every 3 months. That's the minimum. But because it's just makeup air, you don't see it operating very much. We sort of let you off the hook and say every 6 months you can change your oil and everything. Again, you want to, if you're at the station, you should be looking at the sight glass, seeing that the tank levels are fine. That's your surge control. The compressor, you should check your oil level. Periodically, every 3 months, it'd be good to pull the filters out of there and make sure that they're not filled up with dirt.
Probably not. I don't think this is hooked to skate as a compressor.
The compressor, no. Oh,
I don't know if it is, but I know the surge tanks are.
yeah.
So, so the air filter rate
Is there a manual for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just part of the O&M.
So that air filter would be something that would just get replaced every.
Yeah, in fact, there's some spares over there. Some cartridges.
Probably every maybe second or third oil change.
I'm guessing that every 3 months you could probably come in there, depending on, if you left this door open and the wind and sand came in here. I got jobs out in the high desert, and, that once a month they're out there trying to blow out the filters. So.
Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna be leaving doors open.
Yeah, you should be pretty
Now
clean.
with all these filters, we
Once
gotta-
a year,
Yeah.
once every second oil change.
We don't want as much dust on more cobwebs or.
Well, obviously the little foot switch and
Shut off.
A 25 horsepower, 15?
Yeah. I think they're 25.
But it's different horsepower for different voltage. This is set at 460.
Should be 25 horsepower.
This is 25.
So there's no breaker panel for this. This is just right here. Only.
Well, there's a main breaker here with the 2 starters.
And if it trips, Ray, it's tripping right there on that breaker.
Got the main breaker and then the tablet starters. Sorts of things. Line controls.
Just a big nice much plan.
Got some spare fuses for the transfer. That's the receiver going. So, yeah, it'll piss like that in 45 minutes, whether you need it or not.